Welcome to Brave Awareness. I'm Ronn McLean, meditation teacher, author, and poet, and someone who's done their fair share of surviving. This podcast isn't here to teach you how to fix yourself. It's here to remind you that you're not broken. These are spoken transmissions for modern minds, reflections, disruptions, and sacred interruptions. Let's begin. This podcast is called Brave Awareness because for so many of us, the real work isn't fixing ourselves. It's literally to stay fully awake in the experience that we're already having. And sometimes that experience is overwhelming. It's emotionally complex. It's chaotic under the surface. Especially when we're the kind of people who feel deeply, think fast, and have been trained to hide that depth in order to function. So this one's for you if you've been told or felt like you're a little too much, or if you've ever walked away from a conversation wondering why you felt so unseen again. This is for you if the world praises your calm, your wisdom, your kindness, but no one ever really notices how much of yourself you have to hide to be accepted in all of that. So for me, today started like any other productive day. I opened up a project that I've been working on. It's a piece of writing that I care really a lot about. And within minutes, I was absolutely knee-deep in the weeds. I was hyper-focused, clicking, organizing, rewriting, researching. 90 minutes passed in what felt like 5. And when I finally looked up, my coffee was gone, and I realized I hadn't just been working. I was deep in a trance of focused curiosity. I had questions for the universe, and in that moment, I needed those answers. I couldn't let go of the inquiry until I really found something that satisfied the itch in my brain. That day, the rabbit hole felt meaningful and productive for me, even life-shifting, but other days, not so much. Some days, it's Amazon tabs and Instagram reels. There's honestly shirtless guys giving workout tips from infinity pools in Bali. And before I know it, I've bought new shoes or another pair of shorts in my already overflowing drawer. That's the thing about rabbit holes. Sometimes you mine gold and sometimes you come back with nothing but Amazon receipts. So I got up to make more coffee, but I didn't stop at the kitchen counter. Somewhere between waiting for the Keurig and wandering through my thoughts, I ended up with cleaner in one hand and sponge in the other and deep cleaning the greasy underside of the stove hood. And here's the thing, nobody ever notices that mess. But in that moment, it felt like something I could handle, something I could finish, as well as something that hadn't been already completed. It wasn't about the hood. It wasn't about cleanliness. It was about regulation. And that's kind of what this looks like, especially for those of us who live with neurodivergence or emotional sensitivity or deep inner chaos masked by competence. From the outside, it looks like distraction, but from the inside, it's survival. It's control. It's a nervous system doing what it can to stay in the game without falling apart. If you've ever had a moment like that, you're not lazy. You're not broken. You're responding to a world that rarely fits the shape of your mind. And I see you. For so long, I thought something was wrong with me. I thought I was too disorganized, too intense, too inconsistent to be even taken seriously. Turns out something was wrong with the system that told me I had to earn my rest, had to earn love, had to earn the right to be here at all. And I know I'm not alone in this. You might look put together. You might even be someone that others lean on. But inside, you're always managing the swirl, trying to stay one step ahead of the collapse. So whether you have something like ADHD or high sensitivity, or maybe you carry trauma, you don't have the words for your pain. Your rhythm is real, and you deserve more than just coping. What I'm describing today, the kitchen story, the hyper-focus spiral, the avoidance regulation loop, isn't just about diagnosis or dysfunction. It is about awareness. I'm talking about the kind of awareness that interrupts the trance. Not fancy, not mystical, just the split-second recognition that you're in it. You're not lazy, you're not broken, you're not unmotivated or undisciplined, you're just noticing. The moment when you see the pattern is the entire pivot point. It's where the power lies, because once you see it, you're no longer inside it blindly. This is the core of the practice, and most people just miss it. They think meditation is about calming down, quieting the mind, controlling emotions. But honestly, the real work, the thing that changes your life, is learning to notice when you're caught in it. That's it. That's the doorway. Everything shifts in that microsecond. You don't have to believe the thought. You don't have to obey the urge. You don't have to spiral. You can soften. You can pause. You can choose again. This is metacognition. This is mindfulness. This is the fucking interrupt the whole shebang with awareness moment. It doesn't require you to be calm, perfect, or still. It just requires you to see. And once you see, compassion has a chance to show up. A different path opens, and everything can begin again. This is what we're teaching. This is the radical skill that changes everything. This space here is for those of us who are learning to come home to ourselves, for the neurodivergent, for the spiritually sensitive, for the emotionally complex. It's for the overthinkers, the deep feelers, and quiet rebels who are ready to stop pretending. You don't need fixing. You don't need a space that teaches you to see yourself clearly without shame. You need brave awareness, and you deserve it. In the coming episodes, we'll explore what it means to stay awake in the world that consistently pulls us into distraction, performance, and overwhelm. We'll talk about shame spirals, nervous system burnout, emotional survival mode, and how noticing that one small skill can shift everything. Because once you see the pattern, you have a choice. And choice is where freedom begins. You don't need to get it all together. You don't need a perfect morning routine. You just need to notice when you're caught and come back to yourself with compassion. That's the real practice. That's brave awareness. If this opened something for you, stay close. You can subscribe, share it, or just sit with what stirred. Brave awareness isn't a destination, it's a return. I'll meet you there again soon.